Okay, welcome to Todd playing Dragon Age Origins. I had a little thing about Skyrim, and I figured I'd take a break from that and do some other RPGs. I want to do Origins, as well as maybe Dragon Age 2 at some point. Maybe even some older D&D, Neverwinter Nights 2 or something, I don't know. But we'll start with this, see how far we go before we get bored. I've already done my character creation. I am playing a female this time. I usually like to, if you're going to spend hours and hours and hours playing a game, play female. Okay, that's fine. Call her Rose, playing human, playing rogue. Got her looking the way I want her to look, redhead. And so I'm just going to go ahead and make my dexterity and cunning. Because that's, for rogues, that's what you want, dexterity and cunning. I'm going to go with talking, because you want to talk to people in RPGs. Good to have at least one talking skill in most good RPGs. Lockpicking and dual wield. I'm going to dual wield. This is how I prefer. I've played, like my videos of Skyrim, I've played hours and hours and hours of Dragon Age Origins before, and I figured I'd just do a recording of my preferred playstyle. That being rogues, dual wielding rogues. So I like to play them. So go ahead and start, I guess, play this. I play on easy. I like to have fun, not to get frustrated. Plus, this is plenty challenging on easy for most people, I think. And if you're gonna judge me, you can judge me. I don't really care. I would not make YouTube videos.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
Duncan, gotta love this guy's talking.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow.
The great
I
Tim Curry.
apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, though we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there.
Oh, funny writing.
How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
And I'll be polite, and you are hello.
My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
Yeah, okay, sure, I'm being polite.
Good. My son saw you at a Denerim fair, and has talked about you ever since. He'll be pleased you remember him.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Hooray!
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's
Yes.
also someone you must meet.
Okay.
Please, show Duncan in.
Duncan? That was... okay.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Let's see here. They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Yahoo!
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
I think I like that idea.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Yes.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Okay, but I'm not... I like to stay and talk to Duncan.
You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must discuss the battle plans in the south. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Okay, so here we are. I like going, you know, a lot. Although sometimes I go behind and go like closer. Inventory. Just some easy. Okay, I've also gotten a lot of DLC for this game, which included where it gives you this. I don't have the strength for it yet, but yeah, when I do put it on. Close it out. Draw this out. Quick save. And one of the reasons I like being a rogue is you can't unlock things as any other class. You can't bash them open, you can't do anything open. Only rogues can do this. So if I started this out as a warrior, I wouldn't be able to get any of this. It's a little disappointing. But, you know, the things that you get from most lock chests isn't a horribly unbalancing amount. I mean, you could play this as a fighter and do pretty well and not worry about having to... Or you won't need all the things you get in chests. It's just a little extra bonus and perks that come out. Even like throughout the entire game, you know, if you could play the game without opening a single locked chest, it's more important you find these, you know, things to read. They give you 50 XP each. That's always good to get. It's always important to find. Boom, boom, boom. Courtyard. Yeah, like we used. Okay, this is starting to get a little funky. I'm gonna pause this and come back after a minute or two. This is, yeah, edit here. Okay, and we're back. There was some slight technical difficulties. I upgraded the drivers on my graphics card because, yeah, why not? You guys didn't see much in the video, but I think it works out better. So here we are, just looting the castle. Tab lets you highlight stuff. Oh, there's nothing in here. Nice. Okay. Hear my dog barking.
And so I shall.
Dad again. And so I shall. Sometimes you go in close like this and use keying around, what have you. I also, you know, it depends. You know, like these.
There we go. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, why are you looking for me?
I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again.
Again.
And is threatening to leave.
Let's see here. Look at this.
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Okay. Then I guess I should go and collect him.
That would be wise, before Nan tears down the walls. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen, then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
You can tell this game by its age. It's doesn't look quite as pretty as the new games, but I find it enjoyable nevertheless. Currently, we're hearing a bunch of Dragon Age 3 is in development. I follow some of the guys, the developers, on Twitter, and they today they had one of their like every so often they have a test or a showing of progress or what have you of what they've done, and so they've been tweeting a little, you know, not giving anything away, but just tweeting a little fun. It's gonna have a new engine, Frostbite 2, so it's gonna look gorgeous. It's probably gonna come out next year, 2014.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I'm sorry.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way.
Poor elves. Treated like things. It's too bad.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
What mess? Let's see here. You trying to tell me something? Is Timmy in a well?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
And okay, I always name my dog Doug from Up. Love that movie. So now we're
Cut them down!
attacking rats.
Am I reduced to the post of rat catcher?
Yes. Fairly straightforward.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell.
And you never fight a
Your
single
hound
one
must have
after
chased
this.
them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
It's pretty much the only time you kill rats in this game. Too bad. And that one.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way.
Okay.
I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
So let's see, more looting.
Lovely.
Steal from that. Steal from this.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
This one.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Probably not. Poor dog.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then. Take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog.
Bloody dog.
Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about.
Let's see here. Should be more stuff. Tab. No, I'm thinking ahead. That's the problem when you play games that you've played over and over again. You don't quite remember what you've done or what you haven't done or what's available now versus what's available later.
Good evening, my lady.
Yeah, 'cause I don't think there's anything in here. Not until later. So we go up here. Where there's this.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king.
Okay.
Now, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Let's be polite and not do anything that will upset anyone.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
Well, thank you.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter simply has a mind of her own, your ladyship. You should be proud.
Proud doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
Okay, I can handle my own affairs, thank you very much.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
Yeah, it's really cool. You can go back to the study and talk to them some more, and even, like, romance them a bit. Talk them into your bed. That's always fun. But I'm just gonna keep going. Get things going. Nothing in here yet. Okay.
Good evening, milady.
Let's just get things going.
Lovely.
And I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna keep going with the dialogue or not. Shorten things up a bit.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
Sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Yeah, Shay, should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
Okay, let's see, there's all kinds of dialogue and get going in this way and that way, but I'm just gonna go for the shortest route.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Yeah, I like a shield.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it.
Yeah, wenches.
For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Oren. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
Yeah, sure. Just go on already. Yeah, no, we'll do this one.
Oh, good. How thrilling to know I'm so well taken care of.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Yep. So we're gonna go and get this going. Nice little introduction. Scary things are happening. I really like this game. It's a fun game. I like the world. It was an interesting twist. Hey, I'm in bed. Yeah, you could have been like romanced one of those two other good characters and I found what the hell. Just cut to the chase, so to speak. He's angry barking. Let's just someone out there. Let's get ahead.
My lady, help me! The castle is under attack!
No! Guys with bows. Okay, let's pause. I love pausing games. Okay, let's get our stuff here. Our inventory. Well, here's our person, and these are all your slots. You can have your weapons and your armor, rings, and what have you. Your inventory is like this first one is everything, and then this is all your weapons, your armor. We'll go ahead and put these on. Like I said, I got this battle dress from getting some DLC that I played through, and so it gives you this awesome armor, but it requires 20 strength. As a rogue, you know, strength, it's a third stat you want to do. And since you get some bonus stats at certain parts of the game, I'm going to leave that until I get that far. I have no accessories, and that's, yeah, that's all that. I'll go to weapons. Dagger. There, 2 daggers, dual wielding. Let's open up the chest. Okay, he screams a lot. So I have a... over here. Stun him.
So I shall.
Fury fighting. So I want to maneuver. See, what I want to do is a rogue. I want to maneuver around to where that section behind him is, and now I can go backstab. One of the reasons why I prefer rogue in this game, you can be a bit more tactical and maneuver and have fun. Do wielding. Let's see if we can get around just to this backside. There we go. Extra damage. Another reason I like rogues is that, you know, they use daggers. Daggers are dex-based.
Darling,
they go a lot faster.
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
Here I am. I'm fine. What's going on?
A scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are How's men.
That bastard.
Why would they attack us?
Maybe you want to find How and ask him?
If How is behind this, I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I was in my room.
We must find him.
Okay, sounds like the battle's downstairs.
We must fight our way to him. Your father needs us both. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Okay. I think I've leveled. So we'll go ahead and level up. You get 3 stats every level. It's important for rogues to have cunning and dexterity. Dexterity for dex-based weapons such as daggers and bows. Cunning gives you extra damage on certain things. I like just to keep them even with each other. Some people, I think, prefer to like put like a 2 to 1. You know, like twice as much cunning as dex, or twice as much dex as cunning, or whatever stats. I like to keep them even because it gives you more access to. You know, weapons have requirements, so it requires you to have a certain dexterity to wield certain daggers. So you want to keep that high enough to get them when they present themselves. So let's see here. We've done 1 level of coercion. Let's do proof combat training. Try to go every other. That's what I generally like to do. Seems to work out pretty well. These are your talents, and you level up. These are level 4. These are level 8. These are level 12. So let's see. I'm going to choose this. Gives you bonuses on dual wielding, attack, defense, etc., etc. So keep doing that. Generally, I like getting riposte, because that has a chance to stun an opponent. And then there's an ability up here, coup de grace, which, when they're stunned, you can, essentially, instead of having to go to the back to backstab them, you backstab them as they're stunned. So these are important, although you can't get this until 8. Generally like to go around and do this like that. So riposte, flurry. I like riposte and flurry. Generally get these 6 skills. Get all your lockpicking skills as soon as you can get them. And these 2 I like. I don't stealth so much, although I have. Maybe I will with this, I don't know. I never do archery. I've never found any archery effective in RPGs. Until Skyrim. Skyrim, archery is awesome in Skyrim. Because you're stealthing and sniping more than anything else. In most, pre-Skyrim, I played Neverwinter Nights and Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and archery never seemed to work out very well for me. Maybe I'll try it again at some point, but I prefer this style, dual wielding. Back to play. Pick these up. Let's see here. Here, do some stunning. I'll cut you down. Oh, so they pinned me. Oh, one thing I want to do. Her inventory. If you look at her skills. Where are they skills? She's. Wait, where is it? These skills. Talents. Right. She's got bow stuff. So we're gonna find a bow. Get that to her. That way she's more shooty. Okay.
I'm busy at the moment.
Oops, that's not. This is me. Where am I? Seeing if I had that coup de grace skill, I would have you. Bad. Good boy. Let's see here. Go here. I suppose I better.
I'm so sorry.
That was that lady with her son.
Come to me. If she hadn't been here.
See, this is where I find my, sister-in-law, and we're all sad.
No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Yeah, they're not taking hostages. I'll make them pay.
Oh, he's not even taking hostages.
Nope.
He means to kill all of us.
Yes.
Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Yeah, neither do I. Is there any loot in here? Yeah, no loot. Okay, we'll move on. Hey, look, a chest. Yeah, see, most of the stuff you get in chests are little things like this. On a whole, they don't add up. I mean, they're nice little bonuses. That's why you have a rogue. Little extra loot here and there. But it's not game-breaking if you're not, if you're playing a warrior, you can't open locks like that. If I played a fighter, I wouldn't get any of that extra stuff. And, it's not the end of the world if you're a fighter, because it's not that...
Can you hear the fighting? House men must be everywhere.
Okay, let's take the fight to them.
Don't be foolish.
Oh.
You would throw your life away?
No, I
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Is there anything else we can do?
I have my treasury key. We could go there first and take the Kuslan sword from the vault.
Oh,
if anything
sword.
is worth fighting to keep out of House hands, it's that sword. But it may be a dangerous path.
Okay, then let's go to the treasury.
If House men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
Okay, I hear you.
Then let us be swift.
Okay, first things first. Get this guy over here.
All right.
Before we go any further, I'm going to level up my dog. He might just do strength. And I really don't use him. Once I get other members of the party that you can pick up, just don't use them.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
This is why I have Persuade. So you can persuade and, hey, be going.
Yes, my lady! Here they come!
As you desire.
As I desire. Ooh, he's stunned. Go to his back.
Of course.
Shuffle. No, it's... Dragon Age 2 came out. They made the action a lot more dynamic. Not shuffling so much, and that was good. I like Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2 was a fine, a flawed game. It just suffered from the short, extremely short development time. All the problems it had tied directly to like how short a time they had to make it. I think it was only like a little over a year before announcing it and putting it out. It's like, you know, the lack of extra environments to go in. Just all of that was, you know, due to its, you know, short cycle. So I'm glad they're taking more time. Dragon Age 3, they're learning from their mistakes. Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'm really a big fan. The world, I like the different takes on things. Like I said, I follow the guys on Twitter. I read the guys' blogs. Very cool stuff. Chest.
As you desire.
Again, not great loot. But, you know, every little bit adds up. Let's see. More guys to fight.
My, they're all so...
He's stunned. Stab, stab, stab.
We fight for our home. We will not be defeated.
Okay. Pick up roots. Him. Okay, going onward. Oop, more guys to fight.
So I shall.
Shuffle. Okay, let's see here. What can we do? What can we do? Where is everyone else? There we go. Let's do these guys.
So I shall.
Okay, let's go back. And here, I think there's more stuff. Not so much loot as...
You will be avenged, old sage.
Yeah,
I swear it.
Could have gone in here and had a conversation with this guy talking about history and what have you, but it wasn't necessarily important. I mean, you can go into it and play. I mean, if you haven't played this game already, I mean, that's... I suppose I could have done that, but... chests. Yeah, I suppose I could have gotten... missed that on some XP, I think, too. Oh well. This way. That's where the treasury is.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Use that key I gave you. That blade cannot fall into Hal's hands.
Okay. Dead guards. So, more loot. Armor stand. Weapon rack.
Well, all right.
So, swords. Sword is extra damage, extra attack, which is nice. Warrior or rogue. It's more damage, but you know, if I use it, it's a bit slower. Generally, daggers are much better for rogues than swords, but people have used swords before. Yeah, see, scale, it's like 14 strength. I don't have 14 strength, so I can't use it. It's like I'm very much, you know, my sword, my strength. Yeah, it's just basic 11. Don't want to put points into it just this point yet, because you get what it's like. One of the things, the Mage's Tower sequence. It's annoying.
So
it's like dealing with the fade and what have you. It's really long because you're going into physical tower and then there's a big long stretch in the fade.
What's this?
How about you?
No, it is. But it's much more damage. I'll stick with the longsword dagger combination with this rogue.
Lovely.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll keep the sword. It's slower, but it's more damage, but not a lot more. I mean, you know, you get a good dagger, and you're sneak attacking, you're doing more damage than the sword does. I don't know if swords use strength. I don't know if swords. I know. So I go to here. Dexterity increases attack score, increases attack score in ranged combat 1 point, increases defense for 1 point purchased, increases damage from piercing weapons, which I think is daggers and daggers and bows. So that means that, you know, the higher dexterity means may not matter right now. For like the sword might do some bigger base damage, but over time, as my dexterity gets super high, I still wind up doing more damage from daggers, even though the base damage is less than a sword, because my dexterity is high enough. It adds to that, so that, you know, daggers wind up, because they're faster, you get more attacks and do equal or as good damage as a sword is. I don't know. It's I usually wind up just going daggers. Night Corpse.
And so I shall.
Let's go down here.
I pray that Mother Malone has escaped.
Let's do here. I'm doing like 20 to 26 damage with the sword. When I hit.
Where is everyone else?
You did well, my dear.
Funny.
As you desire.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Nothing else in here to get. So I guess we'll go to the main chamber. Oh, more guys to fight. Round back. Oh, I got stuck by an arrow. Yeah, see, if I go back to the dagger.
All right.
quick save. In case I don't. Always want to save. What happens when I do this guy? See, same as damage. Hold on. Maybe a little less. Look how faster, it's going. Yeah, the daggers are awesome. Of course, Okay, let's go around the back.
Cool.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
They did get through.
They killed Oriana and Oren. I can't believe. Are you injured?
Don't worry about me, ladyship. Thank the Maker you two are unharmed. When I
Maker.
realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Hey, where's that Grey Warden guy? He would have been awesome.
I've no idea. You don't think he's involved in this, do you?
Perhaps he was sent to kill Bryce? Oh dear. Have you seen him?
When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Maker watch over you.
Maker, watch over us all.
Maker. Let's loot some more stuff. Take the time to loot stuff. It's an RPG after all. Nothing's gonna happen until the script says so. Be interesting if we get to a point one day where games are, more dynamic, where you can't really game them like this. But it's been kind of sad that way. Let's quick save in case we die.
You'll never be my better.
I will drive you from our land myself.
See, now if you go in here. Before there was nothing in here, now there's...
We must get out! They're slaughtering everyone!
Hey, slaughtering everyone. Elves. You find good help these days. Save. I generally make a practice of saving before going through any door.
Lovely. So I shall.
That's been... Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Oh well, let's go. There we go. There we go. Anything in here worth getting? I think I got it already. Okay, that's just XP. Look, we're almost to the next level already, so that's pretty awesome.
As you desire.
We go up here. Coming up, we'll do another quick save. Okay. So we have here a yellow guy, How Knight. So we'll save our special stuff. Let's see here. Let's see if we can we get that here?
We fight for our
There we go. There we go. Let's he resisted my stun. He put his back to the wall. Okay. This is not attacking me. It's attacking my mom. Let's see if we can get her to go over here. And shoot. Shot item. Yeah, okay.
I'll go.
Over here, you little...
There is
There we
hope
go.
yet.
I have some blood on me.
And I leveled. Hooray. So, again, we keep these level, but, you know, give cunning an extra edge. Give cunning an extra edge. Let's see here. I have a point. What do I spend it on? Let's give me an extra action to do. Let's do this one. This is a good one, too. Something extra to do in combat, dual sweep. Do that. Let's see here. So we can do this. Swoop. Kind of fun. Go in here. Oh wait, no. First we go over here. Little ADD. There's a sack over there, which doesn't have much.
Lovely.
Come on. And we go into the kitchen. Towards the barrel. And,
Well, all right.
and he's bleeding on the ground. Oh, that looks very real. I guess.
There.
I like this bit
are.
of mocap capture.
I was
Bryce.
Oh no.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's
lot.
men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is Hal doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
Get up, let's go. Then we'll simply have to drag you out.
Only if you're willing to leave pieces of me behind, pup.
Ugh.
Bryce, this is no time for jokes! Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
And take vengeance.
Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the turn is correct. House men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
The most
My daughter
awesome
helped me
man
get here.
in the realm.
Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
So, thank you for saving my dad.
I fear your thanks are premature. I doubt I have saved him.
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship, but I fear I must ask for something in return.
Oh.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
They're talking about me. What about Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice.
Oh. Okay.
I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I will accept because that's awesome.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our daughter will not die of Hal's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
I will.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
I'll do that. I love you guys. So much.
Then live, darling. Become a Grey Warden and do what is right.
Oh, the irony for those who
sorry
know
it's come to
the
this,
price
Mother.
a Grey Warden must pay.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
This was so awesome the first time I watched this. Really exciting. Loved it a lot. And so, yeah. Ends the human origin of Dragon Age Origins. Yeah,
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korkari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kaelan.
Ah, King.
I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, Your Majesty, my name is Rose.
Your brother has already arrived with High Ever's men, but we are still awaiting your father.
He's not coming. You don't know what happened?
News from the north has been unreliable. What's happened?
Terran Kuzland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken High Ever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
I'm not that eager to tell him.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain.
Okay.
I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
That I will do.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
Sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
You don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Why not? He seems to regard us.
Yet not enough to wait for reinforcements from the Grey Wardens of Orlais. He believes our legend alone makes him invulnerable. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Okay. What do you mean, what ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Let's see here. Why is this ritual secret?
The joining is dangerous. I cannot speak more of it except to say that you will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that what is done is necessary.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Okay. So I didn't level. Sometimes you do. Yeah, I think it's a good stopping point for this first video. Next time we'll continue on with the Adventures of Rose, the rogue Grey Warden would-be. Thank you for watching. See you then.